Sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app, use the codes GLOVES, and bet on Tank Davis versus King Ryan Garcia now. And Big George Foreman exclusively in movie theaters April 28th. Tickets on sale now, rated PG-13. Powered by Fast Twitch, a new energy drink from Gatorade with 200 milligrams caffeine, electrolytes, and 0 sugar. And Cuervo Tradicional Cristalino, smooth has an edge, and Fast 10 in theaters May 19th. This bout is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. The chairman is Anthony A. Marnell III, executive director Jeff Mullen. Introducing our 3 judges scoring from ringside. From Nevada, Tim Cheatham. Also from Nevada, Dave Moretti. And from New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. Introducing our 3rd man to the ring, the referee in charge of this bout. He'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Thomas Taylor. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. A catchweight super fight, a battle of undefeated superstars of the sport, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance, and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's showtime! Introducing to you first, on my right, fighting out of the red corner, entering the ring wearing black trunks, fighting out of Los Angeles by way of Victorville, California. He weighed in at a ready 135 1/2 pounds. He is undefeated in his spectacular campaign with a record of 23 wins, no losses, 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the acclaimed boxing sensation, tonight making his Showtime debut. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undefeated, hard-hitting, wildly popular star of boxing and the former WBC interim lightweight world champion, introducing King Ryan Garcia. And his opponent across the ring. On my left, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing green trunks, purple and white trim, hailing from Baltimore, Maryland. He weighed in at 135 pounds. He also is undefeated in his tremendous career with a record of 28 wins, no losses, 26 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the electrifying star of boxing and popular pound-for-pound great. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the hard-hitting powerhouse and renowned 5-time 3-division world champion and the current undefeated WBA lightweight champion of the world, introducing Gervonta Davis. Once again, a referee in charge now to give instructions, Thomas Taylor. Come up, buddy. Tank. Let's get Kelvin out here.
Okay, gentlemen, no lines on both sides are good. You got my instructions in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back your corner, gentlemen.
Referee Thomas Taylor, 13 years pro experience, working his 523rd pro bout. Davis Garcia, capable of producing enough power to light up the Sin City Strip. They have up to 36 minutes to ace their moment of truth. The bell, round number 1. Garcia immediately looking to establish the jab and leads with the left hook. Caught by the guard of Davis, and again Davis on that back foot. Was wanting to see what Garcia brings to the table early.
Two of the last three fighters that Garcia has faced have been lefties, Javier Fortuna and Luke Campbell. He knocked them both out with one punch. Of course, this is a different kettle of fish, but he likes that he's had experience against lefties recently.
And of course, Garcia overcame a hard knockdown against Campbell before getting up, showing his grit, his resilience, and sending the Olympic gold medalist into retirement with a body shot.
And we kind of knew that Davis was going to start somewhat like this, you know, backing up, but definitely not staying on the ropes. And when I mean backing up, he's using his angles. He's moving side to side, not staying on the ropes, and, you know, just trying to see what Garcia brings in.
Garcia's knockouts in 6 of his last 7 fights, including over Javier Fortuna last July. And in that fight, he dropped Fortuna 3 times. All, you'll be surprised to hear this, guys, trademark left hook. As we approach the midway point of this cautious start to the first round, there's the jab from the southpaw Davis, who has Floyd Mayweather in attendance here tonight. Mayweather, of course, headlined the biggest pay-per-views in history here in Las Vegas, supporting Davis as he headlines a pay-per-view for the first time in Sin City.
You know, Davis said he thought while he is normally cautious in his starts, as we pointed out, he was going to try to be a little more aggressive in the early rounds. I expected, as most of us did, both fighters would take this kind of cautious approach early. Even Davis said, I don't want to walk into something, and neither does Garcia.
Under a minute left in the first, both quality counter punchers after.
Yeah, really powerful punches as well, and that's why they're taking their time. They don't want to be the first one to make a mistake, because whoever does make the mistake is going to pay dearly.
There's that hand speed as Garcia flashes a jab 3 times. Davis looks to go to the body, and of course, against the orthodox fighter is a southpaw. They going downstairs, go upstairs, and of course, that lead foot battle is very crucial. Right now, it's neutral.
It's really neutral. No one really trying to put their foot outside each other's foot.
Listen for that bell, gentlemen.
Jab lands for Garcia at the end of the round.
Time right there. Damn it. Look, let me just tell you something. That was a great round. That was a perfect round. That was a perfect round. And you won it by virtue of just jabbing, stepping in and out. Now he's going to start making some hard moves. He's just looking for counters, right? Get by yourself, just be relaxed. That's right. Stay the floor. All right, you good? It's your party, baby. Don't let him get this stuff in his hand, y'all, baby. All right? There. All right, go.
Calvin Ford, Gervonta Davis's trainer, who really rescued him as a child from the streets of Baltimore. Davis told us that Ford was a light he needed as a child, and Ford says, hey, I don't train Tank for knockouts. I train him to punish his opponents. And in that first round, as expected, a deliberate start by Davis, who only averages just over 30 punches around. In that first round, he threw 7, landed 1, and while they're both undefeated, hey, they both had zeros when it came to power punches landed in the first 3 minutes.
And it turns out Garcia's the first one to try to land power punches, and he's doing it there.
And Garcia putting the pressure on Davis, landing the right and left, and Davis trying to hold on. The much bigger Garcia. And of course, mixed fan base here with every punch that's thrown, whether it lands or not. You will hear from their respective fan bases.
This is exactly what Ryan Garcia has to do. Start off fast and make Tank Davis feel uncomfortable, and he's doing that right now.
Davis utilizing lateral movement along the ropes.
Now, one thing Garcia's good at is cutting off the ring, and he's doing that fairly well. And boy, a lot of holding all of a sudden.
Davis lunging at Garcia. Referee Taylor admonishing Davis for doing so.
Yeah, warning to both fighters. A more aggressive second round for Garcia. And of course, he would like to make something, as Abner said, dramatic happen, but do it in a way where he doesn't put himself in harm's way.
And you look at all the pundits, all the scouts everywhere online, they say that Garcia had to take advantage of Davis' slow starts, whether deliberate or not. And here in round 2, putting the pressure on Davis. Davis. Davis wanting to turn this into a wrestling match.
Yeah, Davis has to be careful. He was looking at the referee. You got to protect yourselves at all times.
And he just ducked underneath that left hook. But what a shot! What a mental strike by Davis! And just like that, Gervonta Davis drops Ryan Garcia for the second time in his career here in the second. And just like that, Garcia bounces back up quickly.
Like Rolly Romero, Garcia overcommitted and got hit with that counter left hand by Davis. That's the one thing they were worried about in the Garcia camp.
Oh, and he hits him again with that left from the guard. Left hook by Garcia. And again, Davis beginning to feel it now with that left hand. 15 seconds left. High trauma already in Sin City. After a slow start in round one, Gervonta Davis drops Ryan Garcia in round two.
Well, a missed left hook by Garcia. And Davis with the right uppercut from Garcia. Let's see if Garcia, what he does with his right hand and why that left hand is there. Through a left hook, Davis countered him with the left. He is great with that counter left hand. We talked about it before the fight. And here we'll see why Garcia was open to it. He got off balance, got hit.
Straight, he's had his head up high like he normally does. And guess what? He got comfortable. He was feeling himself because he was landing him some few shots. But Gervonta Davis came in with that beautiful overhand left.
And one important point is Garcia was able to get up from it pretty quickly.
Like he did against Campbell.
Yes, and was able to sustain in that round. We'll see if that continues.
Round three, Garcia immediately takes the center of the ring. Trying to bounce back. After a nightmare scenario second stanza for Garcia, but back on the prowl. Davis along the ropes, going side to side, not allowing Garcia to set up.
You know, it's fascinating. According to show stats, only 4 punches landed by Davis, but the one he landed was
low output, high accuracy.
Yeah, right, exactly. But the one he landed was pretty important.
Yeah, you don't want to overcommit if you're Garcia, and he kind of did, and that's how he got knocked down. He was doing good. You want to pressure Davis like you are right now with that jab. Keep him busy, but don't overcommit, or do not force something that is not there.
So quick with that lead left hand from the hip. Gervonta Tank Davis scores again. And there's a jab from Garcia.
The interesting thing is Garcia wants to land his own check left hook, but if he's coming forward, he can't land it as a counterpunch to Davis. So I'm wondering if he'll lay back more, and they wanted to fight taller.
And there, Davis with the lead foot to the outside of Garcia, allowing him to close the gap.
And to answer that, Al, it's only if Davis throws a lazy jab. That's where you want to take it a little step back and counter him with that hook. But right now, Davis is really fast with that jab. Hard to counter.
And we've seen in the past where Ryan Garcia has a tendency to pull straight back in a linear position and can at times expose his chin doing so.
Yeah, he pulls straight back like he's doing right now. You don't want to do that. Davis is my time that.
There's that left hook to the body by Garcia.
Yeah, Garcia knocked Luke Campbell out with that. He would like to get that left hook in, but has to be careful because, again, being concerned about the counter.
Fade by Davis, looking to let him to lead right hook. There pops the jab. And again, tags Garcia.
Yeah, he didn't overcommit it. He faded. He didn't see anything. He didn't take it. And then he took it because he saw it. So that's how you do it.
There's that left hook, check hook by Garcia. Coming up on the final 30 seconds of the third. Davis putting on the pressure.
You know, jabs are not going to be a factor in terms of landing punches. They only land, I think, 20 of 24 punches they land per round. These guys are jabs, but the jabs will help them set up the power punches.
Garcia backing himself in the corner, fires off the right hand, goes for the hook, and then moves to his left. There's a straight right by Garcia. Good round for Gervonta Davis. There's someone who appreciates the knockdown. That is Mike Tyson. Gervonta Davis has been called the mini Mike Tyson, and you know Tyson had to appreciate that knockdown earlier in the fight.
We got a bucket here. We got a bucket. He's been right here. You know, right? Look, he's looking to thread that little. Watch out for the left uppercut, too. He's looking for that. So keep the jab going. That little right hand that you threw at the end, that'll get close. Keep working that. Throw him off every so often and throw that.
You're doing all right. Listen, from 1 to 12, man. 1 to 12, hey. Hey, and Frank, don't go. Frank going up, but go low. Frank, go high, go low, man.
You heard Joe Goosen letting Garcia know that Davis is looking for that left uppercut. He landed the left uppercut from Hades against Leo Santa Cruz in what was the 2020 knockout of the year, dropping and stopping Leo Santa Cruz for the first time as Garcia coming forward with the left.
Yeah, really good instructions from both sides. And Davis, they were telling him, you want to feint. You want to feint a little bit more. And yeah, you want to do that if you're Davis, just like that, because you want to see what Garcia has and make him open up his guard. That's a good way to take the jab away from Garcia as well. What Davis is doing right now.
Left hook to the body by Garcia. And Davis responds with a straight left to the midsection. Good job of feinting by Davis and able to pull counter like Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Neither of these men are volume punchers. This has been low volume even overall for both men. But again,
and yet it's the constant threat of the knockout that has this tension where you need a chainsaw to cut.
You're absolutely right. And the way this fight is being fought, the Garcia left hook is not a factor right now. And that's a problem for him because that is the weapon. And if Garcia doesn't, if Davis doesn't attack too much, the left hook can't get there as a check hook.
And one thing he has really good, Mo, is that right hand, Garcia. He's got to let go of that right hand.
And he just did when you were mentioning it there.
Yeah. But a lot more, and they asked for that in his corner. The right hand is lethal for the southpaw.
See, there was that attempt at a hook because Davis is starting to attack a little more. We'll see the check hook more as Davis comes in. Whether it'll land, we don't know.
Jab from Davis, stiff jab. A minute left in the fourth, scheduled for 12 and a contract weight of 136 pounds. Lead left hand of the breadbasket, scores for Davis. There's the right hand from Garcia.
And it's a lead right hand. It's sharp. You want to follow it up with the hook.
Davis continues to win the foot battle, keeping his lead foot to the outside of Ryan Garcia, closing the distance for his trademark left, and there it is. Trying to create an angle.
Tank Davis is really smart. He saw that Garcia was letting go of the right hand, and he was trying to time that right hand.
High ring IQ, has been in the gym since he was a child. And yes, known for his explosive power and knockouts, but he has the ability to seek and destroy or to box. A little right hand by Garcia inside at the end of the fourth.
Davis getting the left hand in again as Garcia came in. That was a lead left. And you see Garcia kind of looking to hang on early. He wanted to make sure I got that good punch in. I don't want to get hit on the inside. Again, to look at it, that's pretty good that he can land that lead left without having to do anything else before that.
And it's almost like beating Ryan to the punch.
Yeah.
He kind of sensed that Ryan was going to let go of the right hand, and boom, Tank Davis beat him with that left.
Manny Pacquiao, only 8th division champion in boxing history, has been involved in so many super fights, including the biggest pay-per-view event of all time against that man, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Who isn't at the fight tonight? Round number 5.
Intriguing things about this fight, while Tank Davis has been very economical with his punches, you can make a strong case, other than round 1, he could be winning these other rounds. Yeah. And so, even though he hasn't been super voluminous in his punches, he's landing the significant punches.
I agree.
his hands when he needs to.
He's a power-punching counter-puncher, Abner.
Yes, he's counter-punching really well. Garcia, he's pressuring, but he's not letting go of the jab. He's got to jab a little bit more.
And of course, if you're Ryan Garcia, you still believe that you can turn this, even though you might be losing some rounds, that your power can make a difference in this fight. And he's going to keep trying to make that happen.
You wonder if Davis trying to set a trap there has himself again in the corner, but feinting, and he told us that his accuracy is the key to his power, hitting the bullseye. And he told us that he was going to knock out Ryan Garcia in the 7th or 8th round.
Garcia has not been jabbing as much in the last couple rounds, and that will help him if he doesn't work, have the potential of getting that right hand in.
Well, he's being countered with that jab, so he's got to start double jabbing. He's got to be quick with the jab as well. So that's why he's not constant with the jab. But Davis doing a good job of counter-punching the longer reach, the taller guy, and Garcia.
There's that left hook that landed. That one just missed, but Garcia shows up as Davis lands a left, goes to the body. Under a minute left in the 5th.
That hook was really close to hitting Davis.
Sharp jab by Garcia. We've seen Garcia under Goosen doing a better job of keeping his right hand high against Luke Campbell. That wasn't the case.
Yeah, it wasn't the case, and he was getting hit every time he was pulling back.
He was working with Eddie Reynoso at the time, and now working with Joe Goosen.
Yeah, Joe Goosen has done a really good job with Ryan Garcia.
And Calvin Ford has done an exceptional job with Gervonta Tank Davis, as we have completed 5 of scheduled 12 rounds in this mega main event.
Well, Davis lands normally in the 30 percentile of body punches. Garcia not so much. And here is Davis. He will try to go downstairs. There he is, then partially blocked, but there he goes with the right hook that does get in as Garcia is trying to cover up defensively. Garcia is more of a body puncher, or that Davis is more of a body puncher than Garcia. Mark Wahlberg,
The leader of Marky Mark in the Funky Bunch, feeling those good vibrations in Las Vegas. Mark Wahlberg, who was in the fighter, of course. And man, you talk about fighters. Arturo, Gotti, Mickey Ward, those battles. And good to see Mark Wahlberg in attendance. And is that Mario Lopez right beside him?
I believe it is.
You love that smile.
Our good friend.
Round number 6. Davis utilizing the real estate, utilizing his footwork, trying to lure Ryan Garcia into a potential counter scenario. Garcia attacking the body with the jab. Doesn't follow up with the right, however.
Yeah, the pressure's there for Garcia, but the output not so much. He's got to start letting go of the hands, keep Davis busy with them.
You know, this 2-month layoff is the shortest Davis has had between fights since 2017. And people wondered, would that be good for him or bad for him or to keep him sharp? So far, things are working out very well for him.
Remember, there's a right hand that caught Davis. Another right hand, and Garcia with his best moments of the fight. Remember, Davis did fight in January against Hector Luis Garcia. Garcia decided to forego a final fight. Was supposed to fight Rosito just before this fight. Said, no, I'll wait for the biggest fight of my life. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and you know, those right hands Garcia landed were good ones. And Davis now moving forward because he wants to try and take the play away.
Yeah, you don't want to be caught in the position where he's uncomfortable. And he was at the moment, and he said, no,
Just past the midway point of the 6th round.
And that's almost Davis showing Garcia a way, or showing him that, you're not in the fight.
Garcia has been much more focused on landing that right hand in this round. Even there, he just missed one, but the ones he's landed have been good.
And there's a straight right down the middle for Garcia. A minute left here in the 6th, straight left for Davis. Davis trying to control the lead hand of Garcia. Oh, and just missed with that sweeping left hook.
Look at those feints from Davis, not committing when he doesn't need to.
Boy,
punches are more effective? And this round's a perfect example. You have to decide.
Let's not forget, Davis did say, I don't want to knock him out. I want to punish Ryan Garcia. I'm not saying that he's punishing him right now, but he is landing really good, significant punches.
Garcia mentioned Calvin Ford said he doesn't train him to knock him out. He wants him to punish him, but Davis said he was going to stop him in the 7th or 8th, and we're 10 seconds away from round number 7. As things heat up here between Davis and Garcia.
Very close round in round 6. Garcia had a very good moment in that round. He throws this right hand, Davis keeping his left hand very low, and that right hand got in. And there were a couple other right hands shortly after that Garcia was able to land as well. That one was a little glancing, and here let's look at the same one as Garcia gets that right hand in. It wasn't the perfect right hand for him, but it was a nice punch and it landed, and there were several of those during the course of the round.
The Charlo twins in attendance. And so we begin the second half of this 12-round confrontation between undefeated Gervonta Davis, undefeated Ryan Garcia, and Davis letting the referee know we've got a little wardrobe malfunction, little tape issue.
Yeah, and then the good thing that Davis saw that because that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that, yeah.
Garcia's back to using the jab, and that's helping to set up that right hand. You know, this is an adjustment by Garcia. He knows the left hook isn't getting there, and Joe Goodson told him after round 1, you got to get to that right hand, and he's doing it.
Let's bring in our unofficial score, Steve Farhood. What do you have it at the midway point?
Well, I don't say this too often, Mo, but I don't think it's been that hard a fight to score. I mean, obviously, Davis scored the 10-8 round in the second with the knockdown. Garcia kept his hands in his pockets in rounds 3, 4, and 5 easy for Davis. And then Garcia came back with the right hands in round 6. So I have it 58-55 Davis, the halfway mark.
Straight left hand lands for Davis. There Garcia comes in, scores with the right hook left hand combination.
Yeah, that's one of the first left hooks, and that wasn't a dynamite left hook, but it was one of the few left hooks he's been able to get in.
Another left hook and a right hand by Garcia. And now, Garcia forced to take a knee.
Historical reference that applies here, and for that man, a very, very big moment.
Round 7, just as he predicted, Gervonta Tank Davis improves to 29-0 with his 27th knockout. Ryan Garcia tasting defeat for the first time in paralyzing fashion.
What a body shot. I mean, I didn't even see it. It was so quick, well-timed. And, I mean, Ryan Garcia, it was like a late reaction. He took a step back, he took a knee, and he was paralyzed. He's looking at the count.
What a moment here between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis. Hasn't always been
Hasn't
easy.
always, yeah.
Right. But man, Floyd Mayweather instrumental in getting Gervonta Tank Davis to where he is. And Davis talked about it. Brian Custer mentioned it, top of the broadcast, what it meant for Tank Davis to finally be a headliner here in Las Vegas after coming to see his mentor Floyd Mayweather on so many different occasions.
You know, both these men have had knockouts with body punches. Davis is considered the more devoted body puncher, good moment of sportsmanship, and his body punching did the job.
You know, it's interesting. After you said you didn't even see the punch, I agree with you. Yeah, Ryan Garcia in previous fights said his left hook to the body's like the ghost punch. Ali had the anchor punch. He has a ghost punch. I think Gervonta Davis may have just stolen that ghost punch.
Yeah, I quite didn't see it. It was really fast. And again, it was a really late reaction from Ryan Garcia.
as we look back at the quick body punch that ended this fight. There it is, the straight left hand down to the body. And you're right, in real time, it was hard to see, but at this juncture, Ryan Garcia just couldn't sustain from it. And, you know, Garcia lands good body punches in fights and has scored knockdowns with him. And here's an example.
Have you in sparring, I talk about what this must be like.
I have. Any fighter that's out there knows how tough, how much that hurts. That hurts more than any headshot. We're going to see the quick reaction from Tank Davis. Boom, well timed, right in the liver. Boom, Ryan Garcia is trying to suck that up, but he can't. It's a late reaction, his body shutting down. He just took a knee.
And I think he thought strategically also, perhaps I can gather myself and not have to take any punishment at the moment. But he just couldn't sustain. And this is a fascinating turn of events because it didn't look like he was even in position, Davis, to get a lot of leverage on that left hand. But he got more than enough and landed it at the perfect spot.
The perfect spot. And the crazy thing
is
that
he knew it. Davis knew it.
Yeah, nobody thought that Tank Davis was going to stop Ryan Garcia with a body shot.
No.
Maybe a headshot, maybe knock him out, but stop him with a body shot. Wow.
And it was a left hook by the southpaw that did it, making the liver quiver and stopping Ryan Garcia.
And I think there were people that felt Davis might be a better body puncher than this, but if a body punch of one was going to make a difference, it was more thought to be Garcia that might do it. But it was, in fact, Gervonta Davis. And as you pointed out, Mauro, history repeating itself as it happened to his promoter.
Gervonta Tank Davis headlining his first pay-per-view in Las Vegas. The smile on his face says it all. Is he the new face of boxing? He definitely closed the show in impressive fashion now. 29-0 with 27 KOs. And mamma mia, Gervonta Davis's mama is one happy lady tonight. Kenya Brown, his mother, and I mean, the story's been well documented. All of the trials and tribulations that he has had to overcome growing up in Baltimore, but here he is on top of the world after, well, delivering on his promise, starching Ryan Garcia with that paralyzing body shot in the 7th.
And let's check out the show stats powered by Fast Twitch. When you look at it, here, now this is where Gervonta Davis, he averages 46% of his power punches landed, the best in boxing, 47, I believe. He landed 48% in this fight. And that is very significant. And of course, the 18 body punches landed, the one that was most important. So those are the numbers that are important for him.
Let's make it official. Here is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 1 minute, 44 seconds in round number 7. A referee in charge, Thomas Taylor, reaches the count of 10. He is the winner by way of knockout and still undefeated, Gervonta Tank Davis.
And that left strike just went viral. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right. Thank you very much. Tank, congratulations. This was your defining moment in the sport. How would you describe it?
Everything was excited, man. I was excited to be a part of this event. I remember coming up in a Golden Glove, and I seen Floyd fight at the MGM, and it was crazy. I actually just seen Rihanna perform at the Super Bowl, and I was like, that was gonna be me one day, and we here.
The dream that you had, does the reality match that dream?
Yes, it's definitely matched the dream, you know. But the job never done till I retire, so I'm gonna keep my head down, stay humble, and continue to work.
Seems as though you had a crystal ball as well. You said the 7th round to us yesterday and the day before, and take the towel down if you can. There you go. You predicted the 7th round. How did you have that crystal ball?
It was just me. It was me just trying to get into his head. You know, I really don't know till I actually get in there with my opponent. But once I got in there with him, I felt like it was the skill wise, like it was like unmatched.
Let's take a look at the monitor. Let's go to the second round if we can, and tell us about the first knockdown. He came out pretty strong in the first round, and then you knocked him down in the second. Tell us from your vantage point, Tank.
It just him. It just him trying to not knowing his placement, and I knew that I was a smarter guy, so we always, like, my coach was telling me, like, in camp, he's going to come up with his head up, so just shoot over top.
Now let's jump to this body shot here in the 7th round, and tell us, did you think that this fight would be over with this shot as we look at it?
It is.
You
didn't think it was over, did you?
Nah, but I seen his face. I seen his face expression, and that's what made me take it to him. That's what made me take it to him. It was a good shot.
Did you think he'd get up and continue?
I thought he was gonna get up, but I like to play mind games. So when he was looking at me, I was looking at him, like trying to tell him, like, get up, and then he just shook his head no.
I remember many years ago, we spoke, and you spoke to our production group. You said, I've watched Floyd. I watched Canelo. I look at all the tapes of Ray Leonard, Manny Pacquiao, all these guys. I'm going to be the face of boxing. Are you now?
I'm definitely face of boxing. Absolutely.
Tank, congratulations. Spectacular performance tonight. We look forward to having you on again here soon. Let's bring in Ryan Garcia. You came over and spoke to Tank. First of all, how are you, Ryan? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Tank is a great fighter. I take my hat off to him. I know we talked a lot of shit coming up in here, but he knows what it is. It's all love at the end of the day. I was honored to be in the ring with a great fighter, and I respect him a lot. And you know how the business goes, but I want to say you're a good man, bro. You know how it is. Yeah.
Sure.
What happened in that punch to the midsection? There in the 7th round, and it seemed like a bit of a delay.
Yeah, you know, he just caught me with a good shot. You know, I don't want to make no excuses in here. He caught me with a good shot, and I just couldn't recover, and that's it. You know, that's all I got to say. He caught me with a good body shot, snuck under me, and caught me good.
And there it is right there. Did you think you were going to be able to continue, or just what was going on internally? Were you having trouble breathing?
I'm not saying nothing, but yeah, I couldn't breathe.
Were you thinking about taking a knee initially right there?
Yeah, I was gonna get back up, but I just couldn't get up.
You came out really strong. You won the first round. I haven't seen the official card, but then in the second round, he caught you.
Yeah.
And you were coming in. Did that change the entire complexion for you and how you had to approach the fight?
Yeah, I think I should have pressured him a little harder near the ropes. I was giving him a little too much respect, and I think that was my downfall. I think I gave him a little too much respect in the ring.
Ryan, thanks for your time. You got a big future. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, no matter what, even if I lose, I want to say thank you, Jesus Christ, for all he does in my life.
All right, Morrow, back to you, ringside.
All right, thank you very much, Jim. A class act in defeat. Ryan Garcia, by the way, 24 years of age, tasting defeat for the first time. You know who else was 24 when he tasted defeat for the first time? He's here with us tonight.